Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm showing you my eyebrow tutorial part 2 in which I'm using the Anastasia Dip Brow, and this is my favorite product right now because it's long lasting and it has a very natural look. So let's get started. Now in case you're wondering what products I have used for my face, it's listed down below. So let's start off by using an angled brush, and I'm choosing one with synthetic hairs just because I find it grabs on the product really well. And I find that when I use an angled brush, it helps mimic the stroke of eyebrow hairs, and when I'm drawing the tail of the eyebrows, it just makes it so much easier because it's on an angle. So when you are ready to use the dip brow, just take the brush and dip it into the product very lightly because you need only little product. A little goes a long way just because it's very pigmented. If you guys have watched my eyebrow tutorial part 1, you may have realized that I like to start by filling in the outer corners of my eyes, just because I like to plan and have a little idea of how the eyebrow shape would look like, and especially the tail of the eyebrows are very important to me because I want to make sure it's not too arched or it's not too straight, and it's a great way to see how the overall shape would be like. So now I'm repeating my technique on my other eyebrows so you guys can have another look, and basically just start very lightly with short little strokes with your brush, and you just gently fill in the shapes of your brows, and you can always go back and dip in with more product if you feel like your brush doesn't have enough. Also, I like to focus the colour heavily on the outer corners of the eyes, and I always love the soft ombre eyebrow look, and that's why I focus more colour onto the outer corners and then I slowly fade it out from the beginning of the brows. To easily achieve the ombre eyebrow, just use whatever product you have left on your brush and you brush it over the front of your brows. So that's why you'll have a very light colour payoff instead of just dipping your brush into a fresh product and going over the front, which means that you might have a very heavy eyebrow. And this is the close-up of my brows. I just love this colour blonde so much. It's so soft and it looks very natural up close. So now I'm going to go in with the dip brow in chocolate, and this is going to give the ombre effect and darken the outer corners of the eyebrows a little bit more. Now using the same brush, just dip it back into the product and you just go in very lightly again, but this time since we already mapped out our shape of the eyebrows, it's so easy. All you do is just fill out the outer corners of the eyebrows and don't go further than halfway, or else it will look too dark. So now you just repeat the same steps over to your other eyebrows. And now I want to take this moment to talk to you guys about the Dip Brow. It's a smudge-free and waterproof formula that performs as an all-in-one brow product, just because you can use it as a primer or you can use it as a contour and shade. And one of the best standout features of this product for me is that it's ideal for my oily skin type and it works perfect in humid climates. And just because I live in Australia and during the summertime it's really hot, and I find that when I wear it for the whole day to night, and at the end of the night it's still on and it's only a little bit shiny, but you can always just contour that with a bit of powder. The Dip Brow being a creamy type of product, it's also interesting because it's not really soft and it doesn't melt that easily, but I do hear a lot of problems with it that it dries as well. And for my product, it's starting to dry off a little bit, but I have tried and put it into the microwave and let it set in there for 5 to 10 seconds, but you also double check and make sure it's not too hot, and you just lightly reheat it, and I find that that kind of melts the product a bit and keeps it back into that creamy state. But just keep checking sure that your microwave isn't set on too high. So now that you are happy with the way that your eyebrows have turned out, you can now set it with your eyebrow gel, and I'm going to use my trusty and favorite heavy rotation eyebrow gel just to go over my natural hair. And what that does is it just sets it in place, and it also gives it a slight tint. Since my eyebrow hairs are black, it just makes it a little bit lighter so it matches my hair color. A little trick when I brush over gel for my eyebrows is that during the front of the eyebrows I like to brush it upwards, and that kind of gives an illusion of fuller brows, and then going towards the middle to the end of the brows you just brush on sideways. If you do dye your hair though, I do recommend choosing an eyebrow gel that has a similar shade to your hair color, and especially when your natural eyebrow hairs are quite dark or light, it's nice to match it up so it looks even. Oh, and I also want to mention that you can also use a drop of baby oil into your dip brow if you want to revive it, and all you do is just stir in the mixture and that should give it back to its creamy state. And now we are done. Thank you so much guys for watching my video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!